Do you want to customize your WordPress admin dashboard and style it the way you like? Well, you can do this easily without any coding. Let's see it in action. Okay, so here's our WordPress website with our default admin dashboard UI. Now, the first thing that we are going to do is go to Plugins and click on Add Plugin. We're going to look for a plugin called WP Adminify. And here is the plugin. You can see it has a good ratings. It has over 7,000 active installations. And most important of all, it's compatible with our version of WordPress. So we're going to click on the Install Now button and wait for the plugin to install. Okay, so the plugin has been installed. Now let's activate it. As soon as the plugin is activated, it's going to launch this setup wizard. Now this is just a quick way to get you started with Adminify. We're going to click on the Let's Go button, and it's going to ask you to choose your user interface. You can either go with the default UI or choose the Adminify UI. We are going to go with the Adminify UI, as that is why we have installed this plugin. So we're going to click on the Continue button. And now we have the option to add our own logo on our WordPress admin dashboard on the left upper corner of the screen. So we can either add a logo image or we can add a logo text. The decision is up to us. Now let's see if we have any image. So we're going to click on the Upload button. So we have a few images. So let's go ahead and select this one. And click on Select. So the white text might not appear with the white background, but we can fix that later on. So we are going to click on the Continue button, and the next step is going to ask you to install add-ons plugin, but we're going to skip this step. And now you can simply watch a video and learn how you can customize your dashboard using Adminify, or you can simply return to the dashboard. That's what we are going to do. All right. So this is our dashboard. You can see that it's become unique and interesting. You still have all your elements, the dashboard, posts, media, pages, comments, and the WP Adminify option has been added over here. There's one more thing that's different is that now if we click on options like posts, it's going to take you to this section, and from here you can choose all posts, add post, categories, tags, etc. Same is for media, for pages. Okay. So that is how it looks like. Now on the right hand side here, you can search for things. You can also see there's the notification, and there's the light and dark switcher. So currently the light is selected. We can click on dark, and it's going to bring up this dark skin for your WordPress website. But we're going to switch it back to light because we're going to change the theme anyway. So what we're going to do is go to WP Adminify from here. And for this notification, we're going to skip it. And here you can see there are a lot of options: the customization, admin menu, productivity, security, performance, code snippets, white label, and backup. So there are a lot of options. We are going to explore some of these so you can learn how to customize your dashboard. So first, let's take a look at the Customize tab. And from here, the first option is Adminify UI. Of course, you're using the Adminify UI, you have to keep this enabled. And then there's a bunch of themes you can pick. Currently, we're using the free version, and we will only be able to use these two templates. So if we switch over to the darker one, this is how your UI will look like now. And you can see our logo is now visible. Now, if you switch the other themes, you'll see that these are not applying because these are only available in the Pro version. You can also pick a custom color for your theme. So let's stick with the darker one right now and scroll down. And some of these have the Pro label. As you can see, the custom background is only available in the Pro version. The body font, admin fav icon, Gutenberg editor logo, these are only available in the Pro version. Then there's the light and dark mode from here. You can choose it from here. The logo type, you can choose either image or text, which is over here. We went through this in the setup wizard. You can also choose a light logo, logo size, mini logo, etc. And then you can also decide what items you want to keep on this top bar over here. For example, if you don't want this search bar, you can simply disable this and you won't see the changes take effect immediately. So what you need to do is click on Save Settings and then Reload. Once you reload, you can see that the search option is gone. Now, there are a few more options I would like to explore and explain to you. If we head over to the admin menu, you can see there are all your admin menu items over here. You can actually drag and drop all of these and change the orders of your WP admin options. So what you simply do is reposition or reorder all these options the way you like it, and then finally click on Save Settings and reload your page to see the effect. So let me go ahead and try to do something. So let's take this media and put it just down below the pages. Now, if we save changes and reload, you can see the media is now below the pages section. So in this way, you can reorder all these elements to your liking. But we are going to go back to the default mode because that is what we prefer. Okay, now in the settings tab here, you can choose menu types if you want a vertical menu or a horizontal menu. The horizontal menu is only available in the Pro version, so we won't be able to select that. For menu mode, you can choose default, folded, or rounded. So for this, we are going to go to the default option, click on Save Settings, and in the Styles tab, you will be able to further customize all these. This gives you a lot of customization options, but we're not going to bother with this right now. We are going to move on to the Productivity tab, and here you can see there are a lot of these options. The Hide Admin Notices, Screen Options, and Help tab, these are available in the Pro version only. The Folders, Admin Pages, Dashboard and Welcome Widget, Post Types, Order, Menu Duplicator, and there are a lot to actually choose from. But what I want to show you is the folders. This is an interesting feature. So if we enable this, it's going to allow us to create folders for our posts, pages, and media folders. Now, if you have the Pro version, you can also create folders for products, orders, and coupons. So let's go ahead and enable it for posts and pages and for the media folders. And let's save the settings. And now let's go to the posts, all posts. Now you can see you have the power to create a folder. Creating a folder is very simple. Just click on this create folder and you can name your folder, and you can also choose a color for the folder. So that's quite interesting. So let's go ahead and name this folder news. So we can put all the news category posts to this same folder. All right, so we have a folder. Now to add the posts to the folder, what we simply need to do is drag and drop the posts over here. You can see it's already added, like so. Now to access this folder, we can click on it, and here are our posts. So this can be really handy. In order to take these posts out of the folder, what you simply do is grab it and drop it over here. Grab it and drop it over here. Great. So that is how you can take these posts out of the folder. Now you can do this for pages as well. If we go to all pages, you can create folders for your pages and add all the pages to those folders. And you can do this for the media as well. So if we go to the media, we can create folders for our media files as well. So this is quite the handy feature, and I just want to show you how this works. And of course, one thing to remember is that if you're using a plugin for folders, this might not work. So in order for this to work, you should disable folders plugin. Okay, so we're going to disable it and click on Save Changes. And there are other features to check out, but you can check those out on your own. Now, there are more options. So if we take a look at the security section, if we take a look at the performance sections, there are a lot to go through. But for this video, we are not going to actually explore the security and performance sections. Okay, you can also add code snippets. You can add your custom CSS and custom JavaScript as well. You can also go through the white labeling section. You can add a logo for the light mode, a logo for the dark mode. You can add a plugin name. Of course, this is only available in the paid version. So let's go ahead and actually get a paid plan for Adminify. Okay, so we're here in the pricing page of Adminify. So there are yearly and lifetime plans. Let's start with the yearly. There are 4 plans over here. So to start off, we can get the personal plan, which is $79 a year. But with a 30% discount, it's available for $55. This gives you 1 website license and effortless admin management and 1 year support and updates. There's also the business plan, which is normally available for $129, but with a 40% discount, it's now available for $77. This gives you more features and you can use it on 3 websites. And there are the agency and enterprise plans, which are available for $299 a year and $449 a year respectively. But you're seeing the discounted price of $149 and $202 right now, okay? You can also choose for how many websites you want, and these plans are top tier plans. And the lifetime plans, these are a bit more expensive, but since this is a one-time payment, we can understand. We already have our paid version of WP Adminify, so let's go back to our WordPress website and install it. Alright, we uploaded our plugin. Now let's click on Install Now button, and it's been installed. Let's activate it. Alright, our plugin has been activated. Now we're going to add the license key. Now we can click on Activate License. Great, our plugin has been activated. Now, if we go to WP Adminify, we can choose the other themes as well. So you can choose any theme that you like. You can also choose a customized color, so you can go ahead and pick the color that suits your style the best. But we're going to stick with the dark one right now. Now you can see that you have access to all the features of the plugin. If we go to the productivity tab, you can see everything is available. And if we go back to the admin menu, go to settings, we can enable the horizontal menu. So if we click on save settings and reload the page, now you can see you have a horizontal menu over here. So if this is something that you prefer, you can use this. But of course, we are used to the vertical menu. We're going to save this one. All right. Now that we have access to all the features of WP Adminify, you can better customize your WordPress admin dashboard. You can choose from any of these templates. You can choose a customized color. You can also have a custom background. So if we enable this, you can choose a background type. You can choose a gradient color. You can even add an image. So let's go ahead and see how that looks like. So if we upload an image, let's choose an image from our gallery. We can also choose the background position, background repeat, background attachment. We can also choose background sizes. So let's go ahead and see how this looks like. If we save settings, and if we scroll up and refresh the page, you can see the image is appearing right behind over here. But of course, we are going to disable this, and we're going to save our changes, and we're going to go back to the default option. Now, if we go to the folders option here, you can enable the folders for products, orders, and coupons as well. You have full access to this. You can also hide admin notices. For non-admin users, you can remove other notices such as welcome panel, PHP update required notice, hide core updates. You can control all of these from here. Alright, so that brings us to the end of today's video. We hope that was helpful for you. Let us know your experience with the plugin, and if you want to get the paid version of WP Adminify, you can check the video description for a link. So that wraps it up for this video. Thank you for watching. See you next time.